Bayamim, Kesheves. In those days, when the king sat on his throne, Megillah Aleph Daled Yud Amud Beis Yud Aleph Amud Aleph Yalkut Chilik Aleph Yud Aleph Gimel Shalah Shar Ayin Ches Beis Berabos Bimakomo, and look in Medrash Rabbah in its place, and Megillas Esther Daf Kuf Yud Amud Aleph Rabbi Cohen B'Shem Rabbi Azariah. Mikon, in the name of Rabbi Azariah, says Al Kisei Malchuso, on his throne of his kingship. Malchus Malkaso Ksiv. Or Malachto. Perish Kari Be Malachto. Kidlakam Matnaskuna. The Matnaskuna says, don't read it Malchus, or read it his Malachto, his work. Bali Yeshiv Al Kisei Shlomo, that he made this throne, that it was his malacha, that he came to sit on the throne of Shlomo V'lo Nichu, and he wasn't allowed. Amru lo, and it was said to him, called Melech Shenu Kuz Mikar Tor Mushel B'chol Olam, that any king who's not Kuz Mikar Tor, someone who rules over the whole world, Eno Yoshev Alea, he's not allowed to sit on the throne of Shlomo. So he got up and he made for himself his malacha, a throne in its likeness. Efshalomar, we can say, Ki hini b'shlomo ksiv, vayeshiv shlomo kisei vayal melech, that's brought in the Bayamim that Shlomo sat on the throne of Hashem as a king. In the Bayamim Aleph Simin Chav Gimel, Umavur Mizeh Brabos Pashas Bo Pashat Tezvav. Then it's brought in Medrash Rabbah and Bo Halidation Ismala Diskos Mimim Shalta Shalavana B'Yemei Shlomo Chulu Ayin Sham, that through the discourse was full, the disc of the moon was full in the days of Shlomo, and that was part of the idea of Shlomo ruling over the world, and called the likeness of Hashem's throne, and so forth. Look over there in Medrash Rabbah. And in the likeness of this, that the Holy One, blessed be He, rules from one end of the world to the other, and also rules over all the kings. So too Shlomo ruled in this likeness. Look over there in the Medrash. And in Rabbos, then by the splitting of the sea, it says that your throne was correct. From then, was established from then. Hamelech omed al luach, that the king stands on the board. Augustus Yoshev, but in Augustus, the king of kings, he sits down. Nainu Melech Adir, that is a great king, a strong king. And that's the concept of the king of the kings. Or Melech Ilah, or the supernal king. Hamavur Bezor Chilik Beis Yisro Samach Zayin Beis, that's brought in Zohar Yisro Shubina Shaba Hiskalus Atika Kadisha Malchus Tein Sof, that this is the concept of the supernal king, Melech Ilah. That refers to the level of Bina, which has in it the revelation of Hatika Kadisha, of Keser, which is the concept of the Malchus of Ein Sof, so to speak, the lowest level of Ein Sof, revealed within the Keser. As I davka Yoshev ala Kisei, that's when you have that kind of revelation. That's when you can sit on the throne. That's called Melech Ilah. Therefore, Shlomo, who below was in the likeness of the concept of the king, that peace was to him, Shemelech Ilah, which is this supernal king. The concept of Bina with Izgalus Hatik. Kemuvor b'Me'ori or Mem Daled Melech Shasholem Shalo. Yisodima. Tamid Yisod Abba Bo'ad Kal Nashono. That what does it mean that the king, that the peace is to him? That's the concept of Yisodima, that always has Yisod Abba in it. It has a constant yichud with Yisod Abba, and that is the peace, that the Shalom is the concept of Yisod. And when you have the king, which is the Ima, with Shalom Shalo, that Yisod is with it always. So that's the king that has the peace, or the king that has the Yisod. And the source of this unity of Yisod Abba and Yisod Ima is the revelation of Malchus of Ein Sof, that causes the peace and the union of fire and water and so forth in Ima and Abba. And similarly, also with Malchus and Zeranpin, when you have a constant glimmer of Yisod being revealed into Malchus from Yisod Zah into Malchus, Amamshich Lama Bina, that's drawn, that Yisod Zah draws from Bina. It's a similar idea. And so it's drawn from Bina and Arichan Pin. This is also a concept of the king, the Malchus that has the Shalom, that has the Yisod Zah from Bina and Arichan Pin. And this is what it means, that I'm going to give peace or Yisod to the Aretz, to the Malchus. Find Zohar b'chukosai mizeh lechein haya kuzmi kartor, and that's why Shlomo was a kuzmi kartor. He was a ruler over the entire world. Shehem shichashal machi yevrav shalom. That he drew down the concept of the peace of the Yisod until you have a great peace. That even the concept of the Yeshus of Esav was nullified to him. That's the concept of Rav Shalom. That even the concept of Rav was part of the Shalom. That you have a union between the fire and the water and even the below and the above, and the Klippas were nullified to him. And look what it says in the Kutei Torah in Parshas Re'eh concerning, and all your sons are learners of Hashem, with the concept of Rav Shalom, of great peace. Therefore it says that Shlomo sat on the throne of Hashem. The concept of your throne is established from then, from the concept of Az. And look what it's brought in Zohar B'Shalach about the concept of Az. And also what is brought in the concept of then Az, the virgin will rejoice in her dancings, the unmarried ladies, with the concept of Tu B'Av and so forth. And what's brought, the concept of on the 8th day you should send the people. So in general, the concept of Az might here might be so. It's also they're brought. He doesn't bring it here, but there's a concept of Az that's brought on Az Yashid as well. But when Israel sinned and their kingship was given over to the idol worshippers, or Barjas Miketz, and look into it, or Miketz with Mamar, that with you is the source of life. Him calls them Melech She'enu Kuzmi Kartor. In a Yoshev al Kisei Zuchulu, is not, so someone who's not this kind of king does not sit on this kind of throne. So the concept of Az in general might be the concept of Yisod. It also might be the Aleph is the higher inyanim, and the Zayin is the lower inyanim. B'Torah Or Parshas B'Shalach B'Dibur Maschil V'Yaveh Kishimo. Now in Torah Or in Vayishlach B'Dibur Maschil, and when it talks about how Yaakov fought with the Malach, Daf Mem Daled Amud Aleph Kasav Mevor Ma'ay Cholos, it's brought from the Cholos and Zohar in Lu Mazera Keneged Zayin Tachtonos, that in the other side it only has an opposing concept in the lower seven, to the lower seven spheros v'lo mehechel kodesh kadashim shukol keser chochmei b'nei das chulu ad kan l'shono, and it doesn't have an opposing anything to oppose the concept of keser chochmei b'nei das, only the lower seven. V'hechel kodesh kadashim ukisei hakavod, and this concept of the Holy of Holies, that is the throne of glory, of throne of honor shalamayla, of above, so there's nothing to oppose the concept. So even Achashverosh, even if he ruled over the Jewish people and so forth, even if he was ruling, he was not able to sit on this throne of the Kodesh HaKodashim because it corresponds with Keser Chochmah Bina Das. And it's also brought in the Siddur in the Imdach, in the Mamar after Aleinu Hamaskil Bir that says it's an explanation to what's brought in the Tanya Perek Nun Beis, chapter 52, Nun Gimel and 53. And similarly was the throne of Shlomo. And this is not the case with a king who is not a Kuzmir Kartur. The Rabbos. Now in Medrash Rabbah, Sham, the Inyan Kisei Shlomo, concerning the throne of Shlomo. Rabbi Hoshia, Rabba Umer, Rabbi Hoshia the Great said, Shahaya Asoy Bitirki. Kedmuso Vidiuk Midichsiv Gadol. It says it was made in Tirchi. What does this mean? In its likeness. And he scrutinizes from what it says, Gadol, that Shlomo made a great throne. That says he made a great throne out of tusk. So he made it out of tirchi, is kedmusu, in its likeness. That is to say that like it's brought Medrash Rabbah, Parshas Vayira, Parshas Gimel, Pasuk V'yaseh Avram Mishte Gadol, and on the verse that Avram made a great feast, Gadol Ha'olamim Hayasham, that the great one of the world was there, Hakanashona, meaning to say that Hashem's presence was there. So to when Shlomo made the throne, it was also b'tirchi. It was made in the demus of the Elyon. It was made in the likeness of above, like you brought before. That Shlomo's ruling over the entire world was a dogma to how Hashem is ruling from the one world end of the world to the other. Okay, like it's brought that Hashem is great and very praised. Also, so the concept of Gadol applies to Hashem. V'chein b'medrash Rabbah Parsha Vayeshev Parsha Pezayin al pasuk Einenu Gadol. So to in Vayeshev concerning Yosef, when he said that there's no one greater than in the house than me. So Yosef was saying, "Misyari ani me'avaya," that I'm afraid of Hashem. So Amra lo inenu. Vetzelomer Poitano. So she said to him, he's not here. Vetzelomer Poitano, together with us. Amar la. So he said to her, God lavai muhulal meod, that Hashem is great and very praised, meaning that Hashem's presence was there too, or that is still fitting to fear. So in this context, Yosef uses the word Gadol to refer to the Holy One, blessed be He. And that's why the Mefarish, when it says that Shlomo made a kisei gadol, a great throne of ivory, that it was made in the likeness of the throne of the gadol of the Ha'olamim, of the great one of the worlds, meaning the likeness of the Holy One, blessed be He. Merkavto Shelmish Amar V'Haya Olam, the Merkava, the chariot of the one who said and created the world, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be He. So it says there was 6 steps to the throne. That there were 6 steps, and corresponding with the 6 firmaments, veloshivahain, and it's asked, Mistam in the Medrash there, that aren't there 7 firmaments? Amar Rabbi Avin hein the Malka Shari Tiyun, and it says yes, but the king begins or dwells Titiyun. What Ratzolomar, that is to say, Shunelam and Esther o Mechubad Veino Mina Minyan. That level is hidden and covered, or that it has a lot of honor, and you can't count it as part of the regular counting. Ein bit Mikalze Bezor Chel Gimel Pashas Tazriyah Daf Mem Zayin. Look about this, what it says about this in Zohar Kadosh and Tazriyah. Od Sham B'Medrash. Further in the Medrash, Sheish Keneged Shisha Sidrei Mishnah, that the 6 steps of the throne correspond with the 6 orders of the Mishnah. Zra'im Moed Nashim Nizikin Kodshim Taros. Sheish Keneged Sheish Mibreshis, and also 6 corresponding with the 6 days of creation. Ad Kan Lashono, that's the end of the language of the Medrash. Imkein Memela Muvan. If so, it's understood. Shmedreg Ashvis Neged Raki Ashvis Zehu Yom HaShabbos. So the 7th level, the 7th step, corresponds with the 7th firmament, and that also corresponds, and that's the 7th day of the week. That's Shabbos. And it's brought in another place in the verse. Sing to Hashem the whole earth. That's Rashi Teva's halacha. That's for the beginning letters are the word halacha. And that's what we say. That's what they say on the 6 days of the week. That's in Mizmor L'Soda that we say during the week. But on Shabbos we say, bow down to Hashem, in Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbos, and so forth. And Havul Hashem, and we say, bow down to Hashem in the splendor of holiness. Rashi Teva's Kabbalah, and the first letters of that pasuk are the word Kabbalah. That's the inner concept of the Torah. So it's found then that through the study of the 6 orders of Mishnah, the halacha, it's during the week, we make the 6 steps to the throne of Avaya, to have the concept of that your throne is established V'zeu sheishis yamim ta'avod, and that's the 6 days you should work. Al derech ezu oved elokim ze ashona pirko mea pamim v'echad chulu. Like they said, who is that who works, who is the servant of Elohim, who is the Oved, who, like the Sheishis Yamim Tavod, that's someone who studies his parak 101 times. So the concept of Avodah during the week is also the concept of the study of Mishnah. So too, by Yisachar it says that he was to work for his, to be taxed and so forth. So that's that Yisachar was a concept of study of Torah. So too we can awaken to the idea that Achashverosh placed the tax and so forth. That this is Achashverosh is the if Achashverosh is the concept of Achris V'Reish Shelo, so the Mas is the concept of the toil in Torah. Al Haaretz Hayam is a different in it. And then on the 7th day, so the study is in the inner concept of Torah. You draw down the 7th concept. That's the concept of the palace of the Holy of Holies, the place of the Holy of Holies. That in that rests the Malchus of Atzilus, v'chein b'Atzilus Bina nikra Heichal HaKodashim. So to Atzilus, Bina is called the place of the Holy of Holies. Sheba Shoreh is Kalus Atik Malchus the Ein Sof. That's where it's revealed. Atik, the Malchus of the Ein Sof, in the Gemara Shonos. So that's the concept of the 7th day. So you have the Midos, the Shisha Midos, and the Shvi'is. In this context is Bina, and the Hiskalus Adik higher and hidden from the other 6, just like the 6 steps, and the 7th one is hidden. And that's why it says by Shabbos that that's when you'll have pleasure on Havaya, because there you have Hiskalus Adik. Echad Rochev al Zayin, the one that rides on the other 7 Aleph. So this is also a concept of Oz. That here we have all. If you want to include in the Midos also the 7th, so then you have Oz. You have an Aleph that rides on the other 7. Aleph Yichido Shalolam Sheshora b'Shabbos al Kisei Kvodo. That you have the Aleph, who is the united one, the unity of the world, meaning Hashem. Hashem's unity, Sheshora b'Shabbos, that rests on Shabbos, al Kisei Kvodo, on his throne of honor, which is the concept of the one on top of 7, the word Az. Nachon Kisocha me'az. Like we say, that on the 7th day, it was elevated, and he sat on his throne of honor. V'ayim Sefer. Maybe Panim Yafos, Parshas Vayiga, Shal Pasuk Raka, Kisei Gdal Mimeka. And then the verse that only the throne will be greater than you. Mashikaz b'makom b'mayim nazal Gadol Tshuva Shemagas at Kisei Kavod. So too it says, so the concept of only the throne will be greater than you is the concept of this only the Kisei Kavod, the Skalosatik of in Bina will be greater than the concept of Yosef. And so to how great is Tshuva that it reaches until the Kisei HaKavod, that Tshuva and is the concept of Bina, then the Kisei HaKavod here then in our context is the concept of Bina on top of the other 7. The concept of the Yechido Shalom Sheshor B'Shabbos. Ef Shalom Shesh Mailos L'Kisei Shisha Sidrei Mishnah. So we can say further than what the Medrash says, that the 6 levels of the Kisei are the 6 orders of the Mishnah. And the throne itself is, so that's the 6 steps towards the throne. And the throne, it says itself, that's the written Torah. So you have the what are the 6 steps to the written Torah? That's the Mishnah. And the written Torah itself is the throne. And so this is Al Pi Chasidus, that the Torah Shebechsav corresponds with the level of Kabbalah. And look what it's brought in Torah Or, concerning the 7 branches of the menorah, Pirushisha Kanim Shisha Sidri Mishnah, that the 6th branches of the menorah correspond with the 6 orders of Mishnah, and the middle the middle branch is the written Torah.